Greetings everyone, welcome to Just Advanced, and this is the finals of the Esports World Cup. And with the white pieces we have Magnus Carlsen, and then with the black pieces we have the young prodigy Alireza Firouzja. And in many of the games Firouzja has beaten Magnus. Will today be the day, or today Magnus will show him what experience feels like? So without further ado, let's start with this game. I'm going to try and show every game which is the deciding game. I'm going to try my best to do that. So let's start with this. Magnus starts with d4. We have knight to f6, c4, e6, and going for this knight to f3, going for the anti-Nemzo Indian variation. And we have this d5, g3, but just going for bishop to d6. We have bishop to g2, castles, and here just knight to c6. A very odd move. Normally you want to play like c5 and maybe just get the queen here, and there are a lot more variations here, but here just knight to c3, and here just d captures, inviting even white to go for that e4 thrust. But here just queen to a4, which is the best move in this position, and here just e5 by Alireza, and right away in an instant Magnus comment for this d5, and here knight to b4. But there is a very sneaky tactic in this position that Magnus goes for. I'm sure all you can see is knight captures on e5, because now if you capture here you just lose this piece, so it's trade off. We have knight captures on d5, but just knight captures on c4, and knight captures, we see a trade of pieces. And here bishop to c5, but just bishop to e5, e3. Very weird bishop to e3, because you might be thinking, why are we ruining this pawn structure? Two isolated pawns on the e file is not going to be helpful, but you have to understand that pieces hasn't been developed yet, and this knight is going to feel the heat, because here you could just bring the queen over and try and harass this knight, because you have to understand that you could start a very nice attack with knight jumping here, bishop getting here in the position. It could be a very nice game if you're able to get rid of that f pawn. So here just bishop queen to e7, asking that maybe I'll just take it, but Magnus say, well, go on. We have rook a to b1, and we have c6 in this position, maybe trying that. And here but just bishop captures on c5, queen captures, and here just going for queen to b4. And now here in this position Alireza chooses not to go for the queen. We have queen to h5, but in this position here just bishop to f3 attacking the queen. We have bishop to g4, just trying, and we're saying either you capture and I get my knight in, or instead we just do it the different way. And Magnus says, well, go on. We have queen captures on b7, and we have bishop captures, and immediately going for e captures, but just queen captures on f3. And here just very nicely Magnus is playing with a 99% accuracy. I mean, that's absolutely insane, and we are on move 19 here. We have knight to e5 attacking the queen, and here queen captures on c3, but just here queen captures on c6. And this is the critical moment of the game. What you want to do in this position is you want to maybe just develop the knight, maybe just develop the rook. You have a lot more room in this position. You can do just a lot more things in this position, but in this position Alireza Firouzja decided to go for queen to a3, which just completely blunders the game. I'm going to ask you to pause the video and try and find out the only move in this position which wins the game right on the spot. Guys, have at it, because it's a worth it one. Thank you everyone. Congratulations to everyone who's able to find this move, because I was not even able to find it myself, because this is just a beautiful move. Knight to b8 in black scam. I mean, this is absolutely amazing, and he found it in within a second. And here after, you cannot capture here. If you capture here, this is going to be checkmate, because after rook captures, there is no defense and pawn hasn't been pushed yet. So here rook a captures, because that is the only move, because this is going to be taken in the next move. So here just rook captures, and we have rook captures, and you cannot take even now, because this would be checkmate. So here queen captures into, but just queen to e5, just getting the queen out of there. And we have h5, but now just going for this rook to b8, asking for a rook trade. Rook captures and queen captures, and this king moves, but now you have a very nice way to trade queens with a check here, and also hitting the queen. Now we have queen captures, rook captures, and this endgame is completely winning. Yet some moves were played. We have g6, rook to a1, king to g7, rook captures on e7, knight to e4, and here just king to g2. We have knight to g5, but now just going for this rook to a5. We have knight to e4, but now just king to f3 attacking the knight. Knight to f6, h3. We have knight to d7 and king to e4. We have this knight to f6, and here just going for a very nice h3. We have knight to d7 and just now king to e4. We have king to f6, rook to a6 check, king to g7, and just king to d5, just getting the king deep into the position and trying to harass this weak backwards pawn. And once you're able to win that, you'll be able to have a complete winning position. And here the position is absolutely winning for white, no issues whatsoever. We have knight to f6 check, king to e5, knight to d7 check, king to d6, and here knight to f6. We have rook to a4, king to f8, f3, knight to e8 check, king to e5, and just king to g7, rook to a6, rook to c7, attacking the rook, here rook to c6, just trying and not giving any more square to to here black. And here we have knight to e8, but just f4 was played in this position, and it was on this move, on move 45, that here Alireza Firouzja with the black pieces resigned the game, and Magnus got this spectacular victory under 50 moves, just in 45 moves, with the spectacular knight to b8. I mean, that was insane. And kudos to Magnus. Hopefully, he goes on around and carry forwards his advantage at the next games. I'll be showing the deciding games. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll be coming back very, very soon. And here, do subscribe to the channel, and I'll be seeing you guys very soon. Thank you all.